Hey everybody, Bill in Virginia. Welcome back. So this time, guess what I'm making? Trees. So in this video, I'm not going to show the construction of the trees as such, but I should have a lot of these done and in place by the end of this video. I'll be doing a few things as we go along here. And these will be the first trees to go on the new module. So I will be keeping count because this will count towards the contest. So this is the start of the trees that are going to go on this module. So I will let the glue dry. I just rolled them just like within the past half an hour. So I'm going to let these dry well overnight and let them firm up before I start going to the next steps. And I still have to apply glue and roll those in ground cover for the smaller trunks, but starting to make progress on that. Those, I think, I will start by putting on right in this area here. Because what I want to do is I want to get this piece kind of done and around the corner, because I want to really build this up to try to hide the scenic divide, similar to what I did down on the other end where I had a large cluster of trees. I used a little bit of super tree material for some deciduous trees in and around there, just so that this is basically hidden behind vegetation. So once I get started, we'll start counting trees, but more to come. Saturday evening is coming to a close. I've been out working on tree material for about the past hour. So I've got a lot of it cut up. That bag has got my offcuts, which I will paint and use for scenery at some point on some layout. But those are ready to go on the trunks that I've made already. And that will take care of maybe anywhere from 4 to 6 trees. I've got a lot of the trunks they have cured over the past several days, so I'm ready to start building trees again. Those will go on, and we'll get started on those on the other side of the layout and start putting the trees on, and those trees will count towards the contest. Other things I've been doing is I got this out today. I was just kind of looking at it since I had the layouts moved earlier. So that's going to go in here for where I'm doing the active logging. Did have some fun this morning. Had company at the house. Had John Arthur, who lives in Richmond, and he has his own channel. His layout is called the Manchester and Deepwater. Also had Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt over, and Dave from Crooked River and Eastern. We spent the morning over here after going out for breakfast, and then we went over to John's house, a little bit south of where I live in the Richmond area, and spent a good chunk of the afternoon at his place with his layout. So I had a really good time with the guys. It's always nice when you can get together with fellow modelers and just shoot the breeze and have fun talking model railroading. Another thing that I've got, and this came in today, and I'll show you here real quick. I'll get it going. So this is a shay. It is a sound-equipped shay. It's used, but runs and sounds really well. Got detailed parts. I put this on just because the decoder and sound module in there, so I'm using the wood for this one. Got to do a little bit of work on it, but not much. It runs nice and it sounds really nice too. So I'm going to run that real quick before I get started on other stuff. I like the shade. That is nice. Early Sunday afternoon, and the first 7 trees are far along in construction. The furnace filter material that I have here pretty much used up all that I had prepped, so I was guessing pretty close on it. What I will do this afternoon later is I'll shred some more furnace filter material, and I'll make another batch of trees. And once I get the next batch done, whether it's 6, 7, whatever, I will go and do the spray paint and the flock, and then those trees will start to go in right in through here. We'll start to fill this area in, and then make more trees and start to go around. But we'll show these when I get another batch pretty well done, probably just before flocking and then afterwards. So we'll see how this all turns out here shortly. Later Sunday afternoon, now up to 13 trees. I'm gonna do a few more. I've gotta rip up some more furnace filter material. Probably get 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more on that, and then they'll be ready for painting. Tuesday evening starts to wrap up, and ended up with 23 trees. It's gonna be my first batch. I will take them outside probably tomorrow. Been busy doing some things today that get them painted, and won't take too long, and these will be finished and on the layout. So I'm going to interrupt this video with this video. This week I am back in Iowa. I am doing a visit to my mother. She's in the nursing home. Her health is pretty good. The dementia, that's worse. That will never get better, sad to say. She was scheduled to go to a different nursing home. Got word as I was traveling up here that had been put on hold. So I don't know. I'm going to be here for a few more days and see what plays out with, if she's going to go to a different nursing home in a different city. I don't know. It's just bureaucracy. But, of course, I had to stop up at Caboose Stop Hobbies, and the majority of what you see right here are things that I've been getting on the Monday and Wednesday night shows for about the past 2 months. I've been wanting to call in and, pay and get the stuff, but knowing that I was probably coming back up here soon, I just kind of held off, and I got a lot. So you'll see a lot of this stuff, on my layouts at some point in the future. Some O-scale equipment, a nice tank car, rock on and flat car, some O-scale type power, vehicles. Got some N-scale. I got some HO scale. Looks like a brand new package of Rustall for $2. Got to read about that. Ended up getting this highlighting powder. I was thinking, weeds and some other things. I wanted to get some color, and that's about the right size. Again, that was $2. You can't complain about that. Little oil siphon cart. This is a little smoke unit that they had. Again, I got this on the Wednesday night show. I'm going to see if this can go into a barrel so that I can have a barrel somewhere smoking a little bit occasionally, like an old burn barrel. N-scale fire truck. This is a really nice Craftsman type kit. Wood with a lot of metal to make 1, possibly 2 cars out of it, Pennsylvania. So I'm happy for that. Over here, this was out of the pizza boxes at the hobby shop on one of the extra shows. $1 a piece for these. They've got KD couplers on them. They're missing wheels for the most part, but still $1 a car with KD couplers. I can get wheel sets. That's not a problem. A couple of bucks for maintenance weight, a couple of bucks for this one, a little bit different style car, a little bit better condition. Nice big Rock Island O scale, Pensy flat car, another Pennsylvania box car, Pennsylvania hopper. This, you know, is $1.50, and you know, plastic. I'm not sure what the manufacturer is of it. Could be Lionel. I can weather that. I can paint it. I can make this look good for a background model. Nice World War II style Jeep. At least I think it's World War II style, but it'll fit. A nice little canoe. That scale, yeah, you know, it might be okay. I can use that on my river scene. And more end scale, nice end scale, you know, $4 for a nice tank car. Another Pennsylvania O-scale box car. A bit more HO scale, little odds and ends of stuff for $2. And then I picked this up today too. So I can get a better lighting on it. But yeah, so a 260 Mogul, Pennsylvania steam engine, heavy. It's Gem Models. It was originally a kit that somebody put together and did a fantastic job on it. This was on an O-scale show a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking, if I go there soon enough, I might look at it. Of course, I went, looked at it, and I bought it. A bit on the expensive side for what I normally get, but really heavy, really nice O-scale model. So anyway, I will, I'm sure, pick up a little bit more before I go back to Virginia here in a few days. But that is a nice haul from Caboose Stop Hobbies. And right here, this is the gift certificate for Caboose Stop Hobbies for whoever wins my contest. So there it is for the trees. Got a Christmas tree in it too here. So once the contest closes and we have a winner, that person, you know, I'll arrange, we'll get this to you, and I'll make sure Carol knows who the winner is so that you're all set. But that's what we've got. So back to the other video. So it's about 2 days later than the last video clip you just watched. And I went back to Caboose Stop Hobbies today for my last stop there before I leave the state tomorrow to head to Pennsylvania for work next week, and then I'll go home late in the week. But I went back and picked up some scenic material. So a nice bag of odds and ends and some ground cover that look pretty good, like broken branches and twigs. That will look good in my logged area for that scene, so I'm happy with that. This I just couldn't pass up. It's HO scale, but it's an oil derrick, and $4. And it looks like it's a complete kit. You know, everything's in there. So this would be a sometime down the road project to build it. Maybe as a diorama, or maybe as a future layout. Who knows? We'll see. And then a little bit more on the O scale. A nice O scale tank car. And then a nice borax. You know, that's just kind of a cool looking car. I think it was built date of 1957. So you know what, that runs in the era where I'm running, so that's fine, it's close enough. And then again, some used scenic material, ground cover, different bits and pieces. All of this will quickly find a use on the layout. So that's kind of what I've got. And that's going to do it for this video. You know, there's my pile from the first trip out to the hobby shop. My box for the second. And I will pack up this box with probably one of those boxes over there so I can kind of condense. But you know, tomorrow I'm going to be on the road. So I think that's going to do it for this video. I will pick up on the next video with the tree construction that I started earlier here, and continue on the scenery for the On30. So with that, keep having fun on your layouts. Until next time. Well, back home, and I've got all the model railroad stuff brought in. So the bottom 3 cardboard containers came from Caboose Stop Hobbies, and I showed those earlier. The bag has a variety of equipment that I got on the return trip from Pennsylvania after doing some work there this week. Stopped along the road, different hobby shop, which is located in an antiques mall. Some gentleman has it set up for, equivalent of like 3 or 4 booths area. Pretty well stocked little hobby shop for model railroads for all the different scales, including G scale, some good stuff. So I got a little bit there. I'll show that bag real quick, and then that will be the end of this video. So here's what I got at the other hobby shop. Iron Horse Trains in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Like I said, it's in a antiques mall and some really good stuff. So here, $2 for some HO scale figures. Put them over by my service area on my layout. This one was $3, and in here are 2 HO scale truck kits. You got to do a little bit of work to kind of put them together or back together and some painting, but you know what? A couple of nice kits in there for $3. Can't complain. And then $2 for a little bag of odds and ends. And really what I wanted are the tanks here. I think I can use them over by the, again, the maintenance shops on the HO scale layout. Or potentially over here with the On30. We'll see. Also picked up a couple of freight cars. A nice Rock Island, which, outside braced wooden box car, wood sheath box car. I like the Rock Island, and I'll put that more on display. And then old-time Pennsylvania car. So both of these, pretty nice. Price was good, about I think $6 a piece, $7 a piece, something like that. And then for the O scale, an O scale Erie Lackawanna. It's already got the KD type couplers on it. It's got the old what is it? I think this is an Athearn unit, or I don't know what it is, but the trucks will need to be replaced. And I've got plenty of trucks, so I can swap those out with something that's a little bit better rolling. And I can weight it a little bit. It's pretty light. And I will remove the guy up here. Spinning the brake wheel. Other hand, not grasping the ladder. Only 1 foot on the ladder. He's going to be... He just ain't going to make it. So I'm taking that off. But again, nice car for $10. I can add that to my consist. So I've got some variety of extra cars I can change out on the O scale at times. So that's it for this one now. That's all of my purchases, and I'll start putting them away and then start painting trees probably tomorrow night after work.